everyone. So I slept in the boffy last night. First boffy experience. There was 4, 5, 6, 7 people. So it's pretty windy again this morning, so I've layered up. I don't have too far to go. I think it's about 7 miles up to Sligachen, and then, to be honest, I probably won't do a lot of filming between there and Portree because it is yet again like 6 miles of road walking. But at least it's not as hot as yesterday, at least at the moment. It did get pretty warm. As much as I want the sun, I prefer a little bit of a breeze. It'd be nice if it stays dry though. Okay, clocking out. Wish me luck everyone. Bye. Doesn't look overly stable, does it? The section I was actually looking forward to most. Just, I think the Cullen Mountains, from everything I saw in pictures, it just looked spectacular. And they're just going to be, you're sort of going to end up walking through the valley, so they're just going to be there either side, which is pretty amazing. Is about 7 miles or 7.5 miles. I think up after this little section we'll reach the first of, I think, 3 little locks or water bodies as we go. So it's quite good to use as a marker how far I've come already. So far, I must admit, I've not had any big difficulties with finding the way. I mean, the weather's been pretty clear minus day 1. But I don't think, I mean, I've had to use my map just to make sure I'm sort of sticking to track. But I don't think I've actually got lost, which, trust me, for me is a miracle, everyone. So I'm taking it as, if I can do this, anyone can do this. I mean, still make sure you're comfortable with a map and compass and taking bearings just in case the weather is horrific. But yeah, so far it's not been too bad to navigate. Look at this. Honestly, I think I can call myself the bog negotiator now. I can seem to find my way around them okay, but this is basically what I'm walking in today. It's just water. So I don't know if you can hear this in the wind, but that is the first lock in the distance. You can see where I've come from, all the way down there, and one of 3 locks today. I will need to filter my water at some point, so I'm hoping either at the lock, there's meant to be lots of little streams going along there. I have passed them already, but I didn't want to break just yet, so I'm on my last couple of 100 millilitres of water, so I'm sure it won't be an issue topping up somewhere. My GoPro, I'm definitely not going to have enough battery for today. I was hoping to charge all my gear again when I got to Portree, because I was staying in a campsite there. But this is just beautiful, so I'm going to keep filming. But that would have been a fab spot to have camped. I'm not sure how high up the water comes, but that's really pretty there. filtered at last, so just from this tiny little stream here. So yeah, gonna keep moving now. I'm loving how, you know, this morning, really early morning, there was clouds just sort of rolling over the tops of these mountains, and now we've just got the sun bouncing off of them. It just makes for really, really beautiful scenery. So we're going to be leaving the first lock, following this path all the way down. We're kind of following the river, so we're going to turn up that way in a moment. Here we go. So luckily that river is the only part that is not full, so we'll be able to cross it no problem. I was wondering whether I would have to roll up my leggings. Somewhere, have a little drink, get me some caffeine. I can't remember what time I was up this morning. I didn't have the best night's sleep. There were a couple of late arrivals at the Bothy, so I heard them come in, and then I think as soon as daylight started to hit, I woke up. There's a quite big window, so I think 5 o'clock I must have been pretty much awake, but didn't get out of my sleeping bag until about 6. So yeah, definitely ready for some caffeine. Just to review yesterday a little bit whilst I've stopped. I did really like yesterday. I think the weather made it really tough. It was really, really warm yesterday. So day one was torrential rain and just blizzard winds. Trying to pitch my tent was impressive, I thought. Day two, blue skies, really, really warm. It might as well have been July. And then today it's a little bit sort of overcast. There is a breeze. The good thing is I've only seen the very occasional midge. There was a little forest section yesterday. So other than that, it's pretty much stayed midge-free, which is really good. But yeah, yesterday was definitely a lot more uphill work than I originally thought. Today is pretty flat, I think, considering from here to Skye and then up to Portree. But it's just really boggy along this section, so even though it's lovely and flat, you know, there was one patch of grass back there where I raced across. So the rest of the terrain after that is just rocks and bog, so instead of going in a straight line, you're sort of back and forth the whole way. But it's fine, it's pretty easy walking considering. And I bet if you've come from the opposite direction and you've done the ridge, coming along this bit will be really, really nice for you if you've come north to south rather than south to north. So the weather just can't make up its mind today. Look at that. It's now roasting. I sat down and I was getting really cold. Got up, put my layers back on, and now boiling. Never mind. Sun's out, so I'm smiling again. I don't know if you can see, but there's another human. Another hiker in the distance. Looks like he's going up. There's an alternative route that climbs up that. But there's like a sheer drop over the big step. That's basically, there's nothing and then lock. So if you slip, that's it. You're going in the lock. There's no way around it. You know, I was so busy just watching my footing, I didn't realise I've made it to the last little water bodies before heading down. So this is also where the path meets, so anyone that took the alternative route down from that, the path just meets at the end there. So I've seen a couple of hikers now that must be heading up to do that. I'm gonna have to look at names afterwards on the map, I'm afraid. It's absolutely stunning in this valley. I'm sure I've said that 100 times now, I do apologise. But I think whenever I was watching videos for other people doing the trail, like, it looks incredible, but until you're here doing it, like, I've got the GoPro 10 and I don't think it's going to do it justice. Like, it is just stunning, it really is, and it's so peaceful. That's beautiful. I don't know if you could pick that up, but there are tadpoles everywhere. Every little pool of water that I get to, which you're kind of having to walk through, there's tadpoles. So I bet, you know, probably even in less than a month there's going to be just frogs everywhere along this trail. I remember when I was doing the West Highland Way, first frog I saw I took a picture of, and then after that I think I'd seen about 1,000 of them. We're heading up and round. We're sort of past the halfway point from the Boffey to Sligacken, so making progress, though very slowly. So I think you can tell who the proper hikers are on this trail. So I'm by no means, sorry, tadpoles, by no means the fittest person. So I'm definitely going to accidentally step on tadpoles in a minute. It just started again. So I am by no means the fittest person, that's why I'm splitting this trail into two, but you can tell how slow I go compared to other people, the amount that have just raced past me. But then I'm quite glad I'm splitting it into two. I feel like you can enjoy it more. And I must admit, I think probably around this sort of mileage on West Highland Way I felt exhausted. Loch Lomond, for anyone that's done it, it just went on and on and on. But I find in this landscape, with the views just changing around every single corner, kind of keeps you a lot more interested. And I really like the solidarity of this trail. You know, West Highland Way is absolutely packed with people, so it's really nice to have a bit more headspace really on this one. But yeah, I think the good thing is that I don't actually feel too tired. Like, I know I'm not a Portree yet, but I feel like I could probably keep going if I was feeling a little bit braver and wanting to tackle that ridge. I can just see the rooftop of something down there, and it looks like it'll be close to Slagachen, if not Slagachen itself. So very, very close now. I'm ready for that pub when I get there. Nice cold drink. Yeah, it's quite a long descent. I think that's why maybe everyone does short videos of it, because if you keep filming like me, you'll just never get there. But we're making okay time. I think we should be there for lunch, and then we'll have a spot to eat before we keep going towards the road section. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. Hi everyone, I've made it. I can see the pub. Very exciting. Literally 2 seconds down there and we're at the bridge. Amazing. So excited because I didn't honestly think I'd be feeling as okay as I am by this point. You know, when I'd done the West Highland Way for the first time, I think, my goodness, mile 30 I was like, oh, I'm not gonna make it, and I think I knew at that point I wasn't gonna make it. And then the section along the lock destroyed me a little bit. But I've actually reached this point and I'm feeling quite good, so hopefully in a moment, once I have some food, I'll be feeling even better and get me through to Portree. Everyone, so as you can see, I've made it. So lunch spot for me. Actually looks a nice spot there. I've seen a few people that have wild camped previously just by the bridge down there, but no, I think it's too early to pitch anything. I imagine it's quite a busy spot for wild campers, but can't really go wrong if you're right by the pub.